Okay. Let's see who comes. I didn't advertise this, so we'll see. Hello. I'm Adela-Lavine. I'm an intuitive and a medium. I'm going to be doing live readings today. I'm changing it up a little bit each time to kind of see what works. Donations will guarantee you a reading, and after that, I'll pick people randomly. The description of everything is in the description below. As an intuitive reader, I can answer questions and see things about your life. Hello, Anna. And you can ask for something specific in this reading about your job, about a person. I remote view, so I don't use cards. I see everything naturally. Hello, Moon Pie. So to guarantee a reading, hi, Tina, you can donate in Super Chat or on my PayPal and Instagram, Venmo. Can you guys hear the music? And I'll do a list with that. Hey, Joanna. After that, in between and somewhat, I'm going to kind of play with it today. I'll pick people randomly, but again, that doesn't guarantee you a reading. Past few times I've done it where the first 10 people to donate, but I kind of felt like, I don't know if that worked. Hi, Adele. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you. I have been. Hope you are too. Hi, Christine. But I think I'm kind of loosely basing like the first 10 people to donate, doing the donation readings first. I guess that's what I'm doing. So doing donations readings first, and there may be like a cap on that. I'm also offering 50% off of my readings with the code GAS. I post this on my Instagram, so follow me on my Instagram, please. Follow me on my TikTok. Subscribe on here. Like on here. It helps with the algorithm, and that's all my announcements. I'm doing 50% off because gas is insane. So how's everybody doing? So can you guys hear the music? I have like allergies a bit. I hope the chat is moving along. Lolita, hi, good. Okay, good. You're doing good. Awesome. How have you been? I've been good. What glass are you drinking from today? I'm drinking from Mega Pint. My Mega Pint glass. I'm good, Joanna. Thank you. I did some swimming today. It's hot. It's very hot here in LA. How's everybody doing themselves? And if people start throwing up, wanting to get a reading and throwing in the donation pot, I'll start reading. But until then, you're good. Oh, good, Moon Pie. We can do a little paranormal chat. I'm in LA too. It's hot, right? It's insane. Anybody have any questions about anything? It's been forever since I've seen you. Yeah? Forever? How long? Thank you, Isabel. Isabel is on my list. Isabel, getting a reading. All right, so Periscope. Oh, God, that's been definitely a while. I'm in Australia and it's a cold day today. It's our winter. Oh, hey, Color Time. I was literally trying to do an Australian accent for someone today who was like, what do they sound like again? And I don't think I did a good job because I have my GPS set on Australian accent because it's my favorite accent. The English accent, not only it was fine, I love English accents too, but Wow, you live in Australia? No, I don't live in Australia. I'm reading Color Time. I don't live in Australia. I'm reading Color Time's comment. Hi, everyone. Angelica. Angelica. Did I say that right? Okay. So I don't live in Australia. I just have my GPS set to an Australian accent. Boom, bye. Because I like it. It feels very soothing. It's been a long day. I understand. So, for a guaranteed reading, if you donate, you get a guaranteed reading. I'll have a cap on those readings, and I'll let you know when the cap's coming close. You can call me Angel. Oh, thank you, thank you. Hello, how are you? Hi, Carla. I'm good. Once I call upon you, Australia accent's the best. I love to listen to them. I know, me too. That's why I have my GPS because it's like soothing. I feel like they're being nice. It feels nicer. Okay, so I'm gonna do when I call it. Once you donate, either here on the super chat or in the description below, I have my PayPal or Venmo. Then I'll ask you to tell me what kind of reading you want, an intuitive or a medium, and then we'll go from there. So Isabel, not Isabella. Isabel is going to be first. And please let me know what pronoun you would like me to refer you as well. And again, for those of you who are new, thank you for joining. I'm an intuitive and medium. I'm not a tarot card reader. I see naturally. I remote view, and I'm happy to explain what that means. For those of you who are familiar with me and all that, may already know this, but I'm offering the code gas for 50% off of all my readings because I don't know about you guys, but it is hurting going to the gas station here in LA. $6.50, guys. $650. What? Really? It's just criminal. Every time I'm putting gas in, I'm pissed. I don't know about you. Thank you, Color Time. I'm going to put you on the list, but am I calling you Color Time? How do you do donations? This is my first time doing this. Hi, Christine. It's awful, right? Christine Gray, there's a super chat here you can click on in the chat. Do you watch Stranger Things? Oh, yes. I will get into that. And I'm just going to put Color Time until you tell me what to call you. Is next after Isabel. And then also in the description, you can donate on my PayPal or my Venmo. And it's listed below. And there's an easy button for that for the PayPal. Hold on 1 second, everybody. Oops, sorry. I'm back. You're welcome to call me Pam or Color Time. Either way, I'm happy and easy. Okay, Pam. No problem. Okay. So, yes, that's how you donate. Okay, so Isabel is Isabel here? Where did they go? Isabel's going to tell me what type of reading you want and what pronoun to refer you to. Perfect. See, Isabel's what she did. That's what we're going to do. She, her pronouns, intuitive reading on my relationship with my partner. Where is it headed? I've been worried because my partner is still married but separated. Got it. Okay. I'm going to look at that. And is this how do I refer to your partner? What's their pronoun? Oh, why did all my crystals just fall? I had like the perfect little holder for them. Come on, guys. Getting a crystal. Getting 2 crystals. Her, she. Okay. Her, she. Perfect. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to take a look at her and I'm going to see what she's feeling and how she sees things from her perspective. And that's remote viewing. And back to Anna's question. Yes, I've been watching Stranger Things and it's all about remote viewing, although it's exaggerated, but we can talk about that. All right, here we go. Let me look at her. This is the first thing I felt too, Isabel. When I see her, she's extremely into you and extremely happy. Um, she's extremely into what you're doing. I mean, like between the two of you. Like I just saw her hugging you and she's very focused on you. Her relationship before is like it's behind her. Like she's not interested. Like I kind of feel that she's like focused on the future. Maybe it feels a little scary for you because it feels like almost like a fantasy. How do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is that she's like excited and happy about the future, but for you, you're kind of like, you want real things, and she's caught up in the feelings and the love of everything and how everything feels and all that kind of stuff. So for her, it feels like you never been in. Isabel says, "I've never been in a relationship before." Yes, I understand. Um, she's like not worried about it. She's like enamored with you and she's hugging. Like I just see like when I see her, and this is kind of how I look at things, she's hugging you and she's very much in this. It may feel a little bit like how does she just like kind of leave this relationship and be so into you, but I do feel like when I see her talking to you, she's trying to reassure you that that situation is over, so she's not going back to that situation. And I'm a pretty blunt reader. So if it was anything different, I would have told you. I would see that. I can understand why you're a little hesitant because sometimes when someone's just like, let's just enjoy things and let's have a good time. Yes, love catching alive. Oh, thanks, Louise. Hi, Isabel. Also, thank you for saying that. I can understand that for you, it can kind of feel like easy for her to say and harder for you. I completely can see that. But I can tell you, she's maybe it kind of feels like she's in a fantasy. Like, I don't know, it feels good. I mean, it just feels good. I don't feel she's tricking you. That's what the first thing I look at. I don't feel like she's leading you on or anything like that. This relationship she was in was way dead before you even met her. All right. So to announce to everybody, I'm doing readings and donations guarantee you a reading. So I'm doing those first and we'll see how many I can get to. Donations can be done on here in Super Chat or in my Venmo or PayPal. So Christine, who just said $5, that's not a donation, although I appreciate it. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know. It feels good, Isabel. I like the feeling. I know she feels whimsical and compared to you. Like you're more like this and she's more like, hey, let's just have a good time, let's enjoy everything, it's awesome, and you're like, you got things to take care of first. I understand, but maybe sometimes you just got to feel the magic of what's going on between the two of you. More importantly, she's not looking to go back in that relationship. All right, the next person on my list is Pam and Color Time. So if anybody, I'm also kind of announcing that some of you know because you follow me on Instagram. And if you're not following on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, Adela-Lavine. I'm Adela-Lavine on TikTok. Does anybody have, and like and subscribe here so it helps. You know how it goes. You know how it goes, guys. Everyone says the same thing, and that's because it's just the way it is. I honestly feel like the algorithm's going to do what it's going to do, but I do notice a little bit of a difference. All right. Anybody have any paranormal questions? Because I did want to talk some paranormal chat. And Stranger Things chat, I'm going to spray a little bit of, what is in here? Gloria, my favorite. Incense in liquid form. And hold my favorite stone, a little alien stone. Okay. If you don't have any questions, no one's saying anything, then I'll go to the next reading, which is color time. Yeah, so if you want a guaranteed reading, I'm only going to probably do like 10 guaranteed, and then I might pull some random readings. Look, always put a little oil on your third eye. Always put a little oil here in the back of your neck. Do you know why in the back of your neck? Because of the back of your neck, in between like the bottom of your skull here and going into your spine, it's like an opening. And I always see things, like things kind of emotions and things that you go through and trauma kind of get trapped here. Every now and again, I have a corner of my eye light that flashes by. What is that? Thank you, Adela. Is that the question you have for your reading, color time? Okay, sure. Whenever you see those flashes, that's completely you trying to see that realm. So in other words, I used to see those flashes too, and now those flashes has become longer. Oh, okay. It's not for your paranormal. Okay, gotcha. How are you doing, sweetie? Hi, you're from Antarctica? Hello from Antarctica. What is it like there? It's 100 degrees in LA. What is it like where you are? I like to hear about where everybody's from. In Australia, they're having winter. It's awesome to kind of get to know everybody's. Yeah, so when you see those flashes, I used to see flashes, but now they kind of hold longer. They're more than just a flash. Sorry, my hair is like, and when you see that, that's like those are energies, and those can be energies of other beings, of spirits or other even types of beings. But you're basically seeing the energy, because in that realm, whether they're higher beings or they're spirits, they are made of energy only. And so you're seeing it. You're getting like a little peek of that energy. And I see those things all the time. They stay a little longer, like they hold a little longer than they used to. But I see them all the time. Thank you for seeing them a lot. Yeah, so sometimes they're kind of trying to kind of let you know, like, hey, going in the right direction, or pay attention more. Like they're just trying to kind of guide, I guess. But it is your sight breaking through. It's cold. It's negative 74. Wow. Perspective is everything, right? Like I'm sitting here with the fan on and the air conditioning on. Just came from swimming. I know. Thrifty Christy said, "Oh my God," right? Burr, right? I know. And being in 100-degree temperature, and you're over here freezing. Perspective, guys. We all have a different perspective. Crazy. All right, so we have the first 10 people. I'm kind of going to do the first 10 people to donate. We'll get a guaranteed reading, and then I'll pick randomly. I wanted to see what happened if I did later on a Monday night and see if anyone would be around. Okay, so color time. Now you're reading. You're going to say what type of reading you want, an intuitive or a medium. And then you're going to also say your pronoun that you'd like me to refer you as. Oh, I got a seed from my lemon. And when you do the intuitive reading, you're going to say, I want this person. Okay, Christine. Christine figured it out. She'll be next after color time. When you get your reading, then when I call on you for your reading, you're going to say, I want to talk to my mother on my father's side. A medium reading, you're going to say, sorry, when you ask for a medium reading, which is what I was just about to say, I want to talk to my grandmother on my mother's side. I want to talk to my, you want to say specifically who. So when you get a medium reading, you want to be specific. Christine, I think you donated twice. I would like to talk to my grandfather on my mother's side. I'm from Turkey. Oh, wow. I cannot go to home before 2/8/2022. Oh, wow. Okay. You want to talk to me? Where'd you go? I would like to talk to my grandfather on my mother's side. And how would you like me to refer you to as a pronoun? Go ahead and fill that in. Christine, I think you donated twice, so maybe you'll get 2 readings, as you're asking for. Okay, here we go. I just don't need it on Venmo. Just don't need it on Venmo. I don't understand what that means. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do color times reading, and we'll get to you in a minute. Him. Okay. Refer to you as him. Okay. My grandfather on my mother's side. Okay, so I'm going to go with, he's going to tell me how he passed. And then when I give you that information, just kind of hold back until I get all the information, and then you can confirm what I'm saying. Hold on. So the person I see, color time, I'm going to say CT. I forgot where you told me to refer you as, what name you said besides color time. But when I see him, he's like extremely like chill. He's saying that he knew he was going to pass. He was prepared for it. He's saying that he kind of almost wanted this to come up. Pam's okay. Okay. And he said that he wanted to, I'm reading color time. So we're going to hold the chat till I'm done with this reading. And he's saying that he didn't, he felt prepared and that he wasn't like upset about it. He is saying that things started to kind of slow down for him. Like everything in his body just started to kind of get really heavy and slow. And he started to kind of feel himself drift away. So I don't feel like this was like first of all, it wasn't like he's here and then he died. And second of all, it's not like he felt like a big amount of suffering or anything. It feels like when someone slowly drifts off. He's talking about your mom, even though I know you said this was your father's side, right? Oh, you said your mother's side. Okay. So he's talking about your mom, and he's saying that he's concerned about your mom. Is your mom okay? Is she here? He says that he's concerned about her and what she's been going through. He said he's tried to kind of help her. Something about what she's going through. So this is when you can talk back to me. Yes, she's here. He talks about his passing. He went to his chest and kind of like, I don't know if he had surgery, but I feel like there's a cut, almost like something cut open. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, hold on. What's significant about October? Because he's talking about October. She's going through a lot of pain, and oh my God, yes. What's the oh my God, yes part? Yeah, I feel like you got to know that he's trying to talk to your mom. He's trying to help her, but he says to you, you can't really fix everything. That you want to kind of like create this, I don't know, I feel like safety. Ooh, that's a little intense rainfall. What you don't have, let's not like word it that way. Um, we'll get to you in a minute. But thank you. Um, cut in his chest in October. I'm trying to think. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get to Christine's reading. This is what I feel like. I got your donation. Thank you. Um, rainfall. I just want to remind people like we kind of like, I can't search for people. I can give you some information. The one thing about remote viewing is you can't find people. I can look at the situation and hear if your mother passed and talk to her, but I'll get to you in a minute. You welcome Color Times. So I'm doing readings, donations, guarantee a reading. You can donate here or in my Venmo and PayPal. The first like 10 people I think I'm going to do about to, that donate will have a guaranteed reading. And after that, I'll just pick people randomly and you won't have to donate. But let's get to Christine. Christine, I think you don't understand what I'm saying. I think you donated twice on Venmo. I think you did it 2 donations. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm looking at it. So I think you donated twice. So if you donated twice, I know you want a medium reading and you can tell me who you would like to talk to. I'll just go a little longer for you if that's okay. Or you could do 2 little mini readings, 1 medium, 1 intuitive. You let me know when you ask for your reading, because I think you accidentally donated twice. When you ask for your reading, you're going to tell me I want an intuitive reading, and you're going to say specifically what you want to talk to, who you want to talk to. Intuitive reading, you're going to specifically say what you want to know. Like I'm having problems at work. I want to know what's going on, or I'm having a problem with my partner and I want to know what's going on. Specific. Don't give me general, like tell me how my whole life's going to work out. Okay. It's just too much in this little bit of time. What's the difference between higher beings and spirits? So if Christine, you can go ahead and throw that in the chat. What type of reading? If you want a medium reading, then you're going to say who you want to talk to. My grandmother, my mother's side, my best friend. That's it. I don't want a bunch of other information besides that. The difference between higher beings and spirits. Spirits are just people who died. That is it. You got to remember when people die. I know I figured it out on Venmo and Dota 20. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. This is so funny. So spirits are people who died. That's it. They're just you and me. When you went and got your coffee today, that's, a person. All the people you kind of see in this world, eventually, unfortunately, we all, pass away. So they're just an average person who passed. TB, here you are. Okay, I'll put you on the list, girl. And that's all that's going on. So a higher being is a being that's kind of been around, usually not human, and have kind of seen this world. Because you can even call them like aliens or angels, but they're not human, and they've been around and they've been hanging around this realm and the universe per se for a long time. So they're a little bit more advanced. No, CJ? No, I'm kind of liking doing this solo. I just kind of want to, kind of do my thing. So, she kind of helped get me started. And I kind of like being able to just, talk to you guys directly. And, I can manage it. Although she's really awesome. I love your makeup and lipstick looks gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I got like a new lip stain and a new gloss, and I think I really like it. And if you ask me what it is, I can't, because it's new. I can't remember. This is Color Pop. Is it Color Pop? Color Pop. I think that's the name. Your makeup looks so pretty, perfect for the summertime. Thank you, Insight Inspired. Thank you so much. Okay, Christine. So what type of reading would you like, dear? And how would you like me to refer you as your pronoun? If you can let me know, that would be great. Where did you go? Okay. Well, we're waiting for Christine to tell us. Anybody have any questions before we do this? Like any other paranormal questions? Anybody? Anybody? No? I'm trying to like see if the chat is slow or something. What's going on? Okay, Christine, I'm going to have to jump to plericotic, or let's say rainfall. Rainfall, what are you really asking? Are you saying that your mom passed away? I can't like man search somebody, remote viewing doesn't work for that. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. So I can't help you find someone who did something to your mother. But if you have questions about that, that would be different. This sounds kind of like a criminal case, and I don't want to act like I'm some criminal like solver. So if your mom has passed, and I can talk to her for you. So what are you really asking? So I'm waiting to hear from Rainfall and Christine. She has a video on that. The CIA couldn't find missing people with remote viewing either. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What does my birth mother have to say? Okay. Well, let me kind of explain how it works. I'm a little bit different. You got to kind of like know. Um, um, okay. I'll get to Christine. I'm going to do rainfall because I kind of trying to be fair to everyone. So since it took so long, I already started with her. And I'll come back to you. Okay, no problem. So Rainfall, the way I work is I'm going to talk to her. Usually I like to know how someone passed. You already kind of gave that, but I'm going to see. I need to make sure you can confirm things. Do you know enough about her? And don't tell me, and I don't need names, so I don't want names when you ask to speak to someone again who's passed. You're going to say my grandmother, my mother's side, my friend. I don't need to know a name. I prefer not to have a name. So can you can you confirm stuff? You know a little bit? Okay. It makes it a little difficult because you should always get confirmation when you do readings. You always want to make sure when a medium's telling you something that you can confirm. But I will see what I can do. All right? So hold on. If you can't confirm some of the things she's saying, it's going to make it very difficult. Confirmation validation is important. So it does feel like there was kind of something darker around her. She's not in that space now. She says that I kind of feel like when I'm her, I feel kind of like scared in the sense of she's not scared now. I just don't want you to think that's where she's existing now. But at the time, hey Jason, I got you. At the time, that's what it kind of looks like. And I see Christine. I will get to you after rainfall because it took so long. I had to move on to someone else. So you guys try to be ready when I call on you. So anyway, I don't want to disrupt this. So Rainfall, she's so if we can try quiet the cat's chat till I can finish. So yeah, so she's talking about that things were difficult. It did kind of feel like she I mean, it more than difficult. It looks a little bit on the dark side. Was she very young? Was she like young, like a teenager? Do you know anything about her age? Because when I see her, I feel like she's if we can quiet the chat for Rainfall. That's who I'm reading now, and I will get to sorry, I'm trying to get incense, burn incense. Um she was 32 when she passed. Okay, I'm not talking about when she passed, when she had you. Because she's showing me a young version of herself. Do you know anything about that part of her? I'm not talking about when she passed. She's just showing me like a young version of her. I want to say something about like it almost looks like she's a teenager. She was a typical residential school now non-survivor. I don't really understand what you're talking about. See, this is why it's kind of difficult to do this. I don't understand what that means. I don't know what non-survivor means. I don't know what residential school. I don't understand what any of these things mean. Like it doesn't make sense to me. I want to what are you really wanting to find like what are you trying to find out? Are you like in the middle of a case about this? Like what's going on? I don't know what a typical residential school non-survivor means. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand. She internalized the whole being ripped away from the family to foreign place, beaten by teachers. You're coming off a little aggressive. You know, how do I not know? Because I don't understand what you're saying. It doesn't work that way. Mediumship doesn't work like that. I have to like hear the stuff she's saying, and then you got to confirm what she's telling me. It's not like talking to you. So you're coming off a little harsh. The whole native school, residential school. Okay, I understand what you're saying now. Okay, I see what you're saying. Because when you're typing, it's very like quick. I'm not sure if you're familiar with how I work, but I like to get very details from that realm. Anyone can just tell you anything, and if you can't confirm what I'm saying, you won't know if it's really her. So yeah, I can see that in that place that you want me to solve a crime. I can't solve a crime for you in a few minute reading on YouTube, but I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? I feel like it's more about her trying to connect with you. I know that you feel like you want to do this for her, but what I feel like I hear from her is that she's trying to more have a connection with you. She's not in a place where she's in that pain anymore or suffering. But everything you're saying, it looks like, from what she's showing me, it's like someone who's hiding and running from the situation. And it does look extremely dark, and it does look extremely, I want to say, like evil in a sense. And I don't really use that word very often. But she was young in that time. And that's why I was trying to ask you if she had you young. It wasn't just what happened. And I don't want to put all of this kind of intense of your business on YouTube, but it feels like that she was forced to do a lot of things that were wrong. However, that doesn't take away her trying to connect to you as your mother. Do you understand? I think that's the more important thing. Hold on. Do you know what's significant about April? I keep hearing her talk about April. Okay, she didn't have a whole lot of choices, but I see what you're saying. No, you don't know about April. Hold on. She keeps talking about April. Was there something in this past April? Because whenever they're continually saying the same thing over and over and not changing it, I don't change it even if I look wrong, because she's repeating it. And she's saying around April, May. She said at the end of April, May is significant. Was there something significant for you, or you don't know what she's talking about? Can you just write that down? You can always DM me on Instagram or even message on here if you find something out, because it is seeming important. When it comes to your father, do you not know your father? Why does it look like she's steering you away from your father? Why does it look like she's pushing you away from that? I just get like a sick feeling in my stomach. Yeah, don't try to look for him. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but this is what she's saying. It's like steering you away from that. You know what I mean? I feel like the sad part is you don't know you have this connection with her, and she's tried to make these connections with you, because a lot of what happened, I'll listen to her. Okay. A lot is what happened with her. A lot was stolen from her, not just her own life, but things to have to do with you. And one last thing before I let you go, because I know I'll work on my candle viewing. Okay, good job. Good job. I like that. It feels good. Like, I just feel like you can do that. But also, she does send the animals. Just let us go into the adoption. I can't do a whole, like, that's as much as I can do on here. This is just quick little readings, okay? So this is all I can give to you today. I appreciate you trusting me with this, because it's pretty sensitive, but this is all I can offer you for this quick little readings. Okay. Medium, sister also dealing want to know. So right now I'm doing readings. The first 10 to donate, I'm going to be doing those readings, and then after that I might be I'll do some randoms. And I'm going to be doing Christine first, and next, and then after that TB. So Christine's here, and my time's up. Thank you, Rainfall. Boom, boom, boom. She's on it. All right. So medium, my sister Julie, my sister on the other side. I don't need names. I don't want people to give names. So let's go over this one more time. I do intuitive and medium readings. If you have an intuitive reading, then you're going to say, first, I'll put you on the list, after the donation. And then when I call upon you for your reading, you're going to say, I want an intuitive reading, and you're going to pick which one, intuitive or medium. If it's an intuitive reading, you're going to say it's an intuitive reading about my work or my partner or whatever. If it's a medium reading, then you're going to say, it's a medium reading, and I want to speak to my grandmother on my mother's side, or my best friend, or something. So when I call upon you for your reading is when you're going to say, don't want names. And the reason why I'm trying to teach you guys that is because if you don't if you don't ask for names, you don't want to give people names. You want to give people as little information as possible. And I don't need it. There's no names in that realm. No one cares about names. It's just me remote viewing and connecting to energy. So with that said, Christine, medium sister, I'm going to read you next. Sending Inside Inspire says, sending you many blessings. Rainfall sounds like a very traumatic past. Hope you can connect with your mom more and find happiness. Awesome. Thank you. All right, Christine, here we go. So the person I see coming, Christine, I connect with, she looks pretty solemn. She's saying about her passing was, I don't know, kind of difficult. She felt like she wasn't clear on what was going on. She felt kind of unclear. I'm reading you now, so Christine, be involved with the reading. I'm already reading you, so I don't want to drag these readings out. So she's saying that, she knew what was happening. She kind of wasn't clear of what was happening. I feel like when I see her and I feel her, she feels a little bit lost. I don't know. I feel like something about her feels like her, I don't know, emotions feel young. I don't know. Although it's like someone who kind of floats on out of this world. She feels like she just kind of floated on out and passed. She's appreciative of the things you've been saying, but she's not lost. She's not distraught. She's very clearly knows where she is. I don't know what you've thought about her, but it seems like she's correcting it. Um, was she sick and was she young? Meaning, like, there's something about her that feels like innocent. I don't know what that means. I know that sounds vague, but if you can kind of talk back to me so we can save time, because I don't, again, want to drag these out, so I can get to as many people as I possibly can. So the longer the chat gets to reply, the longer this gets dragged out. I guess I will say she's saying something about that she's felt completely comfortable where she is, and it was like almost like a relief. So I don't know where Christine went, because again, I don't hear from her again. She's saying something about hold on. She keeps talking about the water and that she likes the water, or something about the water. I don't know if you guys did something with her and the water. I'm just going to tell you stuff and hopefully you'll confirm it when I'm all done, because we're running out of time. She's saying something about, hold on, to remember her in February. I don't know what that means. And I don't know if any of this made sense to you, because I never heard back from you. So I'm going to have to move on to the next reading, and hopefully Christine will get back to us. TB, if you can get ready and let me know what type of reading you would like. Christine, I already did the whole reading, so I don't know what's going on with you, girl. I don't know. I already did the whole reading and you're still telling me stuff. I don't know what's happening. She's saying she and sister. Christine Gray, I did your reading, and maybe you'll go rewatch the YouTube when we're done to hear everything I had to say, because we got to move on. Okay, so I'm doing the first people to donate. We'll get a reading. Is Christine Mazza here? Okay. TB. Christine Mayes. You medium reading friend. Thrifty Christy. Okay. Thrifty Christy, you're on my list. Thrifty Christy. I'm just putting you Thrifty Christy because it's easy to remember. And then Cynthia, you're on my list too. Gotcha. All right, TB, medium. What do you mean? Is this someone we already talked to? And if you're looking for advice from this person, I hope not. I got to. Okay, cool. Friend, I need to know male or female. Male or female. Would love a medium reading. Okay. So again, when I call on you, be prepared to say, I want an intuitive reading. It's going, after you've donated, you're saying one intuitive reading about, my work or my partner, or a medium reading. And you're going to be more specific and say a medium reading. I want to talk to my grandmother or my mother's side, and give me your pronoun in the chat when I call upon you. All right, TB, let's go. The first thing I hear him saying is that everything came crashing. He felt like everything came crashing, like it came crashing down. He felt like he didn't have time to stop it. Everything happened so fast. He's kind of excited to connect with you because not too many people are trying to connect with him or talk to him. Um, he's saying that it wasn't something he wanted. And again, please talk back to me when I'm doing these readings. But he said it just started to happen um, out of his control. He said he felt like kind of like hit, like here. Again, people talk back in the chat while I'm reading, especially TV. You know better to not talk back to me and confirm what I'm saying. He's saying that everything kind of sped out of his control and he couldn't really stop things. But even though that happened, he feels relieved that it just finally was over. I don't know what that means. Yes, it was unexpected. Do you know if there was like something prolonged? Because he's saying I felt like it was. So yeah, you guys got to talk back a lot quicker and faster, like we're having a conversation. If I'm saying stuff, I need to know if this makes sense. I don't read where I just tell you things and we never know if it made any sense. Um, so you should know better. You can just be chatting as I'm talking. It shouldn't be that undiagnosed cancer. Thank you. So he's saying that he felt like he was relieved when it happened. He's excited to talk to you because he's saying that things are not like what he thought. Um, there's a whole different life, a whole different existence. He's kind of like a nerd, he says, almost like like he's into the sci-fi of this. He goes, this is much more sci-fi than it is religious. And there was no judgment. There was nothing kind of, he's happy to share the love and the compassion he got when he passed, and that most people have gotten it wrong. He used to do my readings. Oh, okay. He's saying that, um, he says it's way more like living in another city or another planet or another basically dimension than it is like these ups and downs, like, up here, down here. And I think that's why he's excited to share with you, because if he did your readings, then obviously he had a spiritual connotation, right? And he's saying that for him, it's been an easy adaptation. And he's just learning as much as he can on how everything works. Good vibes, good feelings from him. All right, Jason, you're next. So Jason, again, when I call upon you for a reading, you're going to say an intuitive reading about my work or my friend or about my partner or whatever. Specifically, if it's a medium reading, then you're going to say it's a medium reading, but I want to talk to my, great uncle on my dad's side or my mother. I'm doing first about the first 10 people who donate, intuitive about work. Boom. Okay, there we go. Did I read? Read for you before, right, Jason? And also give me your pronoun. And I know Jason is a he, him, because I've read for Jason before. All right, here we go. Hold on. You didn't say specifically what you want to know about your work, but I'm gonna just tell you what I see and hope it makes sense to you. If you want to throw into the chat what specifically you wanted me to look at, but I keep seeing like the ball rolling and keep hearing the term the ball is rolling. Things are rolling along. Things are moving along. Things are moving ahead. I didn't see anything stopping or slowing down. There is kind of like a cool feeling of almost like they're excited for the next level. For some reason, I keep hearing things, and one of the things I'm hearing is the next level, like things moving up to the next level. Do you know specifically what you were concerned about? Thank God I've been waiting 6 weeks for a job. So you're talking about you haven't gotten a job. You're not at a job, right? Have you applied? Is this a job you applied to? Because why do I keep seeing like the balls rolling and things move up to the next level? Is this something you already applied to? I don't really see things slowing down. I don't see things stopping. So I'm not sure if you've been waiting for them to get back to you or if you've been waiting for them. Yes, I've been in 5 years and they keep talking about that. I'm the one. Yeah, hold on. That's why I wanted to ask you, because I wanted to remote view them, but I haven't been offered. So let me see what they're talking about. I can see their conversation. So hold on. So there's the only thing I will say is that I see two people. So when I see them talking, they're deciding like who's going to be, and it's almost like who's going to be above, who's going to be below. I guess that would mean to say one person may be like the in charge or promoted into it or put into that kind of position and the other person wouldn't. So it's like they keep deciding on that. But it you're not out of the picture. It's more like, do we put him here or do we put him here? Or do we put him here or do we have someone kind of train him and kind of get him used to things and then he moves up? It just keeps being like this. I would say that, yep, 2 openings for this level. And I keep saying, so Jason confirmed it. Thanks, Jason. This is how you guys talk back. Boom, like this. I will say, Jason, week and a half. I keep seeing a week and a half or 2 weeks. I would say a week and a half. It's very much there. All right. So let's see. After Jason, Thrifty Christie. Tina asked, do you have a lot of spiritual dreams, especially what you do? Do you get messages? You guys, you got to realize like I can control this. I don't just like walk around like an open book. So, no, because I close that door when I go to sleep. The only thing that's hard for me in sleep is that I don't sleep like normal. And it's because I can't fully block. All I want to do is block that world out when I'm sleeping. I don't like, oh, I don't walk around open to spirits. I don't. I have to live a life. I have to eat. I have to sleep. I have to go grocery shopping and things like this. So, okay, I'm reading Thrifty Christie. Christine Gray, I already did your reading and you never responded to anything I said. So you're gonna have to go watch and rewatch the video and get and see what I said about your reading. So you're gonna have to stop asking for your reading that I already did. I don't know what's going on with this communication, but it's definitely failing here. But yeah, I keep that door closed. I can't the hardest time for me to not see things is while I'm sleeping. um Meaning like, sorry, the hardest time for me to block that world is sleep. So I have very weird sleep habits. I kind of fall asleep early, like early, like maybe around, I don't know, like earlier in the evening, get back up, go back to sleep around 1 or 2, get back up till like 5, and then I'm up. It's because it's the only time I can't fully 100% control blocking it, but I don't just let myself communicate with that realm. I think people think that mediums are supposed to just walk around like an open book. It's just kind of like keeping your DMs open all the time and just letting anyone talk to you. I don't do that. So I hope that answers that question. All right, let's do Thrifty Christie, intuitive. My relationship with my boyfriend, where is it headed him? Okay. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. She did that perfectly. After Thrifty Christie, it's going to be Cynthia. Let me take a look at him, okay? Hmm. When I see him, oh boy. When I see him, Thrifty Christy, um, he's like I'm reading for Thrifty Christy, so all chat, please, quiet. When I see him, he's very like, I want to say like, what's the word? I I want to say like clueless to like you. What's going on with you? I feel like he's very like kind of like happy about everything, having a good time. If you're if you're having problems in this relationship or you're not sure, he has no idea. He has no awareness that there's an issue. I feel like for him everything's great. Everything's running along fine. Everything, he feels really good about everything. I don't see him having any issues. I feel like for him he would be really shocked if you were like, "Oh, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that," cuz he'd be like, "Why? Everything feels really great." I don't know. I feel like he's having a good time. He gets easily distracted by life and everything, but I feel like you're just not trusting him. If you started to kind of get too intense, that would weird him out. Like if you were like, "What do we do now? Are we going here? Are we going there?" He'd be like, "Why are you worried about that? We're having a good time. We're doing what we're doing now. Like, why are you concerned?" Like, you know what I mean? It would just kind of weird him out. Like, what's the problem? Like he doesn't see any problems or issues. He kind of very much lives in the moment, and he very much kind of lives like his life right in the moment. And he's just like that. Yeah, thank you. So we're clearing the chat. My chat's not slow because, as you can see, Thrifty Christy just chat. It's not me. So clueless, I feel. Right. Thank you, Thrifty Christy. So he's just like kind of been clueless about everything. I feel like he likes it this way. It's not like in a bad way. He's having a good time. He doesn't see any point in. I wouldn't push the situation. I wouldn't push him. You're worrying and you're stressing, and if you started kind of like pressuring him, that could cause definite like a problem. I would just kind of be in the moment. He's happy in this moment, and you're happy in this moment. So I would just kind of stay in the moment. Okay, so Cynthia is going to be next with the reading and any other paranormal type questions. There you go. Medium, grandfather and father side. She, her. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom, bada boom, 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 boom. Got it. All right. So I'm doing some intuitive and medium readings. If you want a reading, I'm doing donation first. And you can donate in super chat and in the description below. Asking paranormal questions in between. And I'm doing Cynthia. Thanks. You're welcome. I also giving 50% off my readings with the code GAS, but you can follow me on Instagram. I post all that stuff on there. I forgot to say I'm teaching a class on Saturday on how to use your intuition to predict things, how to predict things in your day, especially. All right, here we go. What are shades in the spiritual world? I don't know what Susan Thompson asked. What are shades in the spirit world? I have no idea what that is. I don't know what you're talking about, honestly. What do you mean by shades? Let me answer her question, then I'll do your reading, Cynthia. What are quote shades? I don't know what that means. So I guess I don't know. Did you hear that from somewhere? Were you seeing that on some like YouTube channel or something? Like where does that come from? Okay, well, I don't know what she meant by that, but I'll come back to that question. I'm going to read Cynthia now. Medium grandfather on my father's side. Okay, hold on. Well, let me know if we talked to him before, Cynthia. The first thing I hear, Cynthia, is like, let's get down to business. Like he's kind of like, I'm ready to kind of like get things going. He definitely knew he was going to pass. No. Why are you saying no? He's saying that he knew he was going to pass. He knew things were, this was coming. He was ready for it. He kind of braced himself. Um, we haven't talked to him before. Oh, that's right. Sorry, my bad. Um, and he's saying that, you know, he has like a really good attitude. He keeps showing me, I don't know if he wore suspenders, but he keeps like dressing like that, or kind of giving me that image. He's saying that he kind of built things for himself. He worked a lot. He feels like he worked more than he got to play. So his advice to you is to play more. He says work is great and being able to pursue something is great, but the one thing he learned when he passed is that he didn't play enough. Is your grandmother here? He says that when I feel like he was married because he's talking about his wife. I don't know if that's your grandmother or someone else. We haven't talked to him before. Okay. Yeah, he's talking about my mom, actually. Okay. Okay. He's talking about your mom, actually. What do you mean he's talking about your mom? If it's like, if he's talking about someone, I don't know what that means. Yes, he's talking about my mom. Because I felt like he was talking about someone he was married to. So I'm confused. This is your grandfather on your father's side, right? So why would he be talking about your mom? Because he's talking about being married. It was a bit complicated. Oh, okay. Okay, his son's wife. He's my mom. Okay. His son's wife is my mom. Right, but he's talking about his wife. He's not talking about your, like, he's talking about his wife. So I don't understand. Okay, so let me just kind of like say that he's saying something about his wife. So I'm just gonna, I don't know if he was married. So it's not like I'm mixing it up. Gotcha, you may be right. Yeah, and he's concerned about that person. He's also saying that, you know, I don't know if you can confirm he was right. And to the person who said my chat's slow, as you can see, this chat's going, and I feel like it's rude to me to kind of expect a reading from me, and then I'm doing everything I can. And people, this isn't to you, Cynthia. Divorced a long time ago. I think people like come to me for a reading and they kind of treat me like a little bit like I'm a computer. I'm a person, and I did do the reading, but I'll give you back whatever you need. Um, to put on the record, I will refund the person who donated, even though this is what I do professionally and I gave my time, but that's fine. Divorced a long time ago. Yeah. Okay. So if for some reason he seems like concerned about his wife, like he keeps talking about this woman. I don't know if she's still here. It feels like he was concerned. Hold on a second. Do you know what's significant about March, Cynthia? Because he's talking about March, and that March was she's still here. Do you know anything that's significant about March? He's in a senior home. In a senior home. Okay. Yeah, he's talking about this something about March, and I just kind of wanted to like convey that. I hope you got the message of what unsure. See, chat moving along just fine. I don't have control over if someone else's chat is slow. I think people got to know that's how technology works. Um, it's clearly not slow. For I think it goes on your computer. And I just want to say thanks. Well, this person got upset at me, and this is why I have a hard time with doing readings. live because people get a little demanding. And now I did the reading and they want their refund. So here you go. I'm going to refund you right now. There you go. On YouTube live. But you know what? It's completely unfair to me because I gave my time and did the reading. And this is why I've been asking for donations, because people get very demanding, and I don't have control over technology. We heard her reading. You have no control. I have no control over people's internet connection. Do you believe in catching ghosts? Block that person. I'm going to. Thank you for that advice. So you are now not going to be able to ever get a reading from me. It makes it very disheartening to me because this is what makes it they're using you. Yeah, I feel like it's probably Christine or whoever. It is Christine. March, April was also when my mom started having symptoms of her cancer. Ah, okay. There you go. Yeah, it's just, it makes me like, this is why, you know, it makes it difficult to do this sort of thing. People get extremely demanding, and I don't have, and because they don't understand technology, and I am only a person. I'm not a computer. So to treat me like I put the slot in and you didn't give me, the computer didn't work. Ugh. Anyway, Cynthia, I just wanted to say I hope you got his message. She had to be duty to be there, or she would have I told her she could have rewatched it. You're amazing, and the people who get it will get it. Exactly. This is the wonders of being online. I hope you got the message, Cynthia, about your life, because that seemed to be what he was talking about. I just had such a good feeling from him that he was saying that he wanted to, she offered to serve food. It's only right that she gets paid. Well, I refunded her because, I'm not a human being, guys. Didn't you know? I just, I wanted you to know that, like, where'd you go? Cynthia, that he did talk about his life. And last question, if he had anything to say about my mom, if March was about cancer. Yeah, I think what he was saying, what is he saying about your mom? I think the only thing he's saying, he's not trying to predict and say what will happen, but what he's saying is that things will, to brace yourself into the difficulty. Now, he's not going to say what's going to happen fully, but he's aware of everything that's happening, and that she's going to need a lot of help to push through it. It's kind of more like her mental health, you know what I mean? Mental health that's going to need the most help through this. And maybe that's why he was saying to enjoy things and not just work. And that's kind of for all of us, right? Okay. I think Cynthia was my last reading. I hope that made sense to you, Cynthia. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, I feel like that's why, the one thing I've learned from the other side that you guys can know, that I hear all the time, that we get very focused on them being concerned about like houses and money and different things like this. And they are like, when they pass, they're very much more interested in helping us enjoy the moment and being in the moment, because when you die, you kind of revisit your life and you see all the things, how you acted, how you were, how you affected people, even strangers, and how you affected those. And so you start to realize like what you were so worried about here, about work and this and that and getting things done, isn't the main thing. And I feel like I don't know if you ever confirmed, but he was saying like he, was working all the time and he built something up, and then he didn't take the time for himself in life. And I feel like he's trying to give you that for you, but also for your mom. And I hope that makes sense. Any questions, any paranormal questions anybody has? And again, if those, I know a lot of you already kind of follow what I do, and you may probably know that I'm teaching a class this Saturday on intuition, and how to use it to predict. And I'm offering 50% off of my readings with the code GAS, because gas is insane. And it's just like I saw like a friend of mine post like something he bought for food went up to $16 instead of $10. I don't know about you guys, but I'm seeing even the food cost is getting insane because of the gas. Like I know it's feeling disheartening, guys. So this is my best way I can help where everybody wins. Any questions? Okay. Any other questions about paranormal stuff? Can you give us an example of how you use intuition during the day? The way I use intuition during the day, which is kind of like using it in a remote viewing kind of way, is if like I go, okay, should I leave now? Should I leave at this time? Should I do this? Should I do that? I'm always kind of navigating my day. I kind of say like, should I like park here? I can use it and follow that. Can you tell us anything about aliens? What do you want to know? I can. What are your thoughts on unfee? I don't know what that means. I don't know. Did you maybe didn't spell all of it? Can you tell us anything about aliens? Yes. What would you like to know? My experience with aliens have been interdimensional. They haven't been like I've had one craft kind of sighting. Intuitive readings can be general, right? Like a situation and how it will work out. It doesn't need to be specifically about career or love. Do they live among us? Underwater portals. Oh, okay. Do they perform operations on people? No. Is it too late to donate for a reading? No, it's not too late to donate for a reading. You can donate for a reading if you'd like. Lotus. Intuitive readings, when I do intuitive readings like my normal like half hour, like one, not on here, I still ask people to ask me specifically what you want to know, and then I'll go down the line, because sometimes people have a lot of specific, um I don't believe in general reading, like here's a general reading about your whole life, because I believe every decision we make and the things we do, my hair's all like weird, um the decisions we make, and that kind of lead to like a domino effect of possible outcomes. So I like to start with like, what is it that you want to know specifically? Do you want to know about your work, or do you want to know about a relationship? But you could have many things in a private one-on-one, but on here, yeah, you got to be specific real quick about, because these are really fast little readings. Intuitive reading, I want to know about my work. I want to know about a romantic thing. Underwater portals, I don't really know a lot about the underwater portals. I've heard of them, and I've heard the Bigfoot Collectors Club talk about it a lot, but I personally haven't had many experiences with that. I feel like aliens are already kind of been here working in this realm. I feel like they're interdimensional. At least that's how I see them. I don't really get why the craft part, because I don't really feel like that's needed. Not to say that there aren't, it just hasn't been my personal experience. Can I make another donation for what type of reading, TB? Real quick. What type of reading are you wanting? You can. What are you going for this time? Medium? With who? I don't think you need it. See, I know TV. I just saw her. She came to see me at Mystic Museum because I did in-person readings at Mystic Museum. Your male cousin. What for what? Because I know you don't need it. I know she just likes to like check in and see what's going on with people, see what they have to say. I know her. I know what's up with her. Anything else, guys? If you guys have had experience with aliens, it's kind of like one of the most things that people are very scared to talk about. I'm curious. Let's do it for next time. You got a reading. Why don't you sit on that one for a minute? Let's not get, over saturated. But anyway, guys, aliens tend to be this thing that people feel the most scared to share their experiences are. I have learned people don't like to share when they've had these experiences. So, if you've had these experiences, try to talk to someone who might have had these experiences as well. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. This has been an interesting one. I had some people get a little bit annoyed with me. I feel like Monday night I'm not sure about. This might have been too late, maybe for like the East Coast people and also the West Coast people. Hope you feel better. I'm fine. I don't know why people think I don't feel good. I don't feel bad. I had a great day. I've had totally fine. I'm not feeling bad. I get disappointed when people take for granted what I do. When I'm doing my best to be fair, that's like a disappointment, but it's kind of also, I have a thick skin about it. Like it kind of comes with the territory. So I'm real professional. That person felt like they wanted their donation back, and so I did. It's not something I'm going to make a habit of, but I certainly don't feel bad in any kind of way. I like hanging with you guys. I wish it flowed a little bit better. Seems like that interaction left a bad taste in your mouth. I think that would leave a bad taste in anyone's mouth, but it's not like I don't take things too hard. I think it's kind of more like unfortunate, but honestly, you guys, this is nothing compared to the things I deal with in this work. So it's kind of one of those things like that's not why I wasn't going to do the reading. It's just because it's been an hour and a half, and it's kind of like I've noticed that that's kind of a long time for people to rewatch a video, and not too many people really watch that long. So I'm just more cutting it out for the time. But honestly, if you are going to get into spiritual work, you have to know you're going to get hit up in certain kind of ways. And I have extremely thick skin about it. It's kind of more like, that's inconvenient. It's not cool, but what are you going to do? But I would love more if I could hear back from you guys. I hate just sitting here talking at myself. It's like not as fun as you guys talking back to me. I'll have to wait for next time. I'm trying to add payment method to Venmo. Yeah, just catch it next time, Lotus. I'm sorry. Was there something? I feel bad now. Is there something specific? Like TB gets a lot of readings, so she'll be fine. But was there something on your mind that you were concerned about? I don't want to leave you hanging. And also, I don't really know how. Thanks so much. Thank you, Thirsty Christy. I don't really know how super chat works. I don't know if you have to like. I guess you do have to put something, right? Yeah, I guess you have to sign up for it. Sorry about that. I also have a button for PayPal below, like a link on there. So I want to know about my next job time frame. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, why don't you work on the Venmo thing and I'll do that real quick. Okay. Let me do it real quick. Let me just do this real quick. I know TV. I know she gets a little gritty. So I just like let her, she'll, chill. She can do this next time. How do I block? How do I block what? On here? Block someone? You just hide their name. But my next job time frame. Okay, hold on. I feel like this music's like, hey man, what's happening? Okay. I feel like you kind of like get these things kind of in like, it's almost like your job, sorry. They come in like these blocks of time, like 2 months, 3 months. Well, at least that's what I'm seeing. I feel like it's a month and a half. What are you looking for specifically? Like, I also like talking to you. I know you do too, but you can just talk to me. Um, like, what is it that you're looking for? Because what I saw, I kind of like, do you work like in entertainment or something like that? Is like you contract yourself out? That's kind of what I wanted to say. Do you contract yourself out? Like, are you what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for, guys? Tech support or pharmacy. Oh, so tech support, are you able to contract yourself out? No, I'm not self-employed. Not self-employed. That's not what I meant. Can you contract yourself out in tech support? Because that's kind of more what I see. I actually see tech support being more the area that will pick up for you. I would focus on that area, less on the pharmacy. Independent contractor. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I see more tech support because when I saw you, consultant or something like that, thank you, TB. I feel like you'll kind of move more in that direction. And I feel like that will actually have more movement. I would focus on that. I see a month and a half. I feel like that's more your true, like where things can really succeed and pick up. Does that help, Lotus? I hope that helped. Um, I see like a month and a half, but I would focus on that the most. I'm not saying you can't like look at pharmacy, but I feel like that would help the most. Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much. This was interesting. I feel like this time might have been a little too late for people like on both sides of the spectrum of East Coast, West Coast. And I don't know. We'll see. I'm playing around with this. Um, I'm going to be teaching a class on Saturday. I have everything on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I also am giving 50% off my readings with the code GAS because I don't know about you, but every time I go to the gas tank, I get pissed. Pump and tank. But yeah, sorry, there's a little bump in the road, but that's just kind of what comes with live. When you do live, you're going to have weird bumps in the road. That's just how it goes. I'll be putting out a new video. Sorry, I didn't put out last week, but I'll definitely be putting out one this week. And on my Patreon, I'm going to be working on doing another trip to a cemetery and showing you guys how to practice reading at a cemetery. And this time I will do it with my camera and with a mic, and you guys will be able to hear it better. Thank you guys so much. Follow yourself, follow no one, listen to your inner voice. Have fun tonight or this morning or this afternoon. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for being so cool. I really, really appreciate it. I'm just testing all these different things out, okay? And seeing what flies and what doesn't fly. Ooh, sounds fun. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. And this time I'm going to do it right with the camera and capture everything in a better way. Thank you guys so much. See you guys soon. Thank you guys.